Nominations in. Okay? You can Facebook, you can tweet at JWalkerSports. You can email Jason at JasonWalkerShow.com. There were some great performances over the weekend. And we've got a good one coming up on my side. Got a couple of them, actually, that I'm going to recommend. You can recommend some as well. And you can do that. We want you to do that. So anyway, got a new helmet, too. I'm not sure if you saw it during the open right there. That is a Jefferson High Panther helmet. If you want to get your high school and or college displayed, send your helmets. Get a hold of me, and we'll get your helmets on for our new remodeled studio, which will come up here maybe by May 1st. So this might be the last week of April. I don't know yet. We're working with the construction people, but there's a good chance that next week we're getting the remodel done. Maybe. I hope. I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, but I'm excited about it. So we'll have a new look behind us, in front of us, around us. We'll have a new desk. It'll be bigger. It'll be awesome. Fun stuff. All right. Like I said, get your nominations in. Auto Contest Performance of the Week. You can watch live on Podbean or on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. Listen on Podbean, Network One Sports, and more. JasonWalkerShow.com for everything. All right. Let's see here. So I hope you had a good weekend. Golfed Friday. I did. Getting the swing back in. And there is a difference, and Sean Ryan, the tech golf coach, talked about it. The simulator swing, of which won us a championship in the Winter League, or the outdoor swing. And I'm playing really well. Just haven't got it all dialed in yet. The short game the short game is the toughest part, as you know, if you're a golfer. By the way, if you are a golfer, this weekend on Saturday, Miss Last Chance Stampede is having her kickoff party at Montana City Grill. There are just a few tickets left. So go to Miss Last Chance Stampede on the Facebook. Get your tickets, because during the auction, you can bid on a round of golf for you and two of your friends and lunch with me out at the country club here in Helena. So that'll be a fun time. And you can also bid on that same package next week at Miss Rodeo Montana's Gala down in Belgrade. So get your tickets for either. Fun stuff. Let's see. Didn't do much. Saturday we drove up to Sealy. Took a nice little drive with the little one and the wife. Had a good time. And so the wife got some property up there, and she's got a 5-year plan to make it work. And went up for the first time and saw the property. It's nice. Looking forward to it. It'll be tenting for a while, because there's nothing there. I mean, you got to clear everything out. It's everything, but it'll be fun. And the little one was great. She's potty training, and if you're a parent, you know about potty training, right? I mean, it's tough, and she's doing great. And a lot better the last few weeks. And they work with her at her school. They work with her, we work obviously at home. She's doing awesome. She's only in the diaper for bedtime right now. And so, yeah, about potty training. Which is harder? Potty training or potty training? Which is potty training a boy or potty training a girl? Now, I've done both. You can let us know if you want. By the way, it is National Licorice Day today. You can vote on Twitter at JWalkerSports, also on the Facebook. What's the best color, red or black licorice? It's Licorice Day today. So what's the best, red or black? And I think I know the answer to this one. I think it's going to be a landslide. But good stuff. Yeah. It was a fun weekend. Yesterday, I don't know if I got out of the house. Did I leave the house yesterday? No, I don't think I did. Just hung out with the little one. It was fun. It was a good time. We watched Frozen. We played blocks. The wife hurt her back, so she was laid up in the bed. So the little one and I, we did a lot of playing downstairs. It was fun. Blocks, magnets. She's into the match game, which is fun. Matching, not the actual, hey, Tinder. But anyway. All right. So enough about my weekend. How was yours? Anyway, let's see here. There was some football played. And look, congratulations, Carroll football, getting to go to the playoffs, 16 seed. You get to go out to Morningside, Iowa, and get smoked in a season that really doesn't matter. It's a 4-game season. How would the rest of the season played out? Would you have made the playoffs? Would College of Idaho have made the playoffs? Does the season count if nobody's there to see it? Because there's nobody in the stands for Frontier games. So does it even matter? There's that. The Grizz played an exhibition game over a Division II school and won. Doesn't matter. Good job. Hey, nice spring scrimmage, 59-3. Gabe Salser looked good against a D2. You should. Cam Humphrey against a D2. You should. I mean, defense looked really good, like you should against a D2 school. So, yeah. We'll be back on TreasureStateRadio.com tomorrow, by the way, having some internet issues over at the main office. So, we're going to talk to Gil Brandt coming up this month before the draft. The draft expert, Gil Brandt. Also got some more cards to give away. We have T-shirts to give away, too. Jason Walker Show shirts. And much more. All right, so they played some football, like I said. Yay. I'm excited for the high school kids that get to have a season this year. Spring football, you played 4 games in a season. Like I said, does it matter if nobody saw it? Does it count? Nobody was there to see it. And there's going to be some parents that are, well, my kid got to play. They stole his graduation last year. He got to play this year. Anyway, enough venting. Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. Great stuff. There was great rodeo stuff. We'll talk about next segment. Also, great softball, great track performances. Get your nominations in for those Auto Concepts Performances of the Week. And we'll chat with Jessica Morgan coming up from Lewistown. My Fergus Golden Eagles softball team off to a strong start. And we'll talk to Jessica Morgan, who had herself a whale of a weekend, couple of home runs. I think she was 6 for 7 at the plate, but threw a no-hitter Saturday, but also threw a perfect game on Friday. So we'll talk to Jessica Morgan, the senior from My Fergus Golden Eagles softball team coming up. We also got Ram Circuit Finals results. MSU Spring Rodeo. You want to talk about, okay, people always, football players are the toughest. Hockey player. They held a rodeo in a blizzard in Bozeman at the Gallatin County Fairgrounds because they couldn't have it inside. So they held the rodeo for the spring, 2 different rodeos, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday, Sunday, and they held them outside. It was cold the first couple of nights. Was it Saturday night, the blizzard down in Bozeman? And it was impressive to see, and some great performances from a lot of teams. And some of those are in our nominations for Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. And some good stuff. It was fun. It was fun to see the highlights of that. And actually, the newspaper down there, for the first time, Bozeman Daily Chronicle, in a long time, covered the rodeo. And they hadn't done that back. I mean, I remember a decade ago, they wouldn't cover the rodeo at the Daily Chronicle in Bozeman. The sports director at the time, who's I think now out in Illinois or something, but he's like, nobody cares, and then we don't have enough people to cover it. I'm like, dude, I'm there every night. I'll cover it. But I'll even do it for free. Anyway, I'm just on a roll today. I don't know what got into me. Like I was had all this fun stuff planned. We're still gonna have fun, but I don't know. Whoa, maybe it's the coffee. Goodness. Get on the schedule now, by the way, for Nitro Green for all of your lawn, tree, and pest needs. Friday, I got a text message. I'm out on the golf course, and I get a text message from the wife that said, hey, one of the dogs either killed or found a dead mouse. We had a mouse problem last year, and Nitro Green set up a mouse trap at the shed, and apparently they got one. So good job. But appreciate it. So there you go. Nitro Green. Unbelievable. People are out, trying to make their yards look good. You're not going to look good until you get a hold of Nitro Green. So get on the schedule now. All those lawn, tree, and pest needs. And they'll take care of it all for you. They definitely will. Love Nitro Green. Check them out in the town of your choice. All right, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We'll reset the mind. I'm in a good mood. I really am. Just fired up about I don't know, everything. But I'm not even fired up on the inside. I feel great. Hey, but we're going to talk about rodeo next. And a four-timer from Montana who's done some awesome stuff. We got the MSU Spring Rodeo. Montanans had a big weekend down in Florida, or those with the Montana Circuit had a big weekend down in Florida. We'll talk about that. Also, more Auto Contest Performance of the Week, and also a chat with Jessica Morgan from Lewistown, Fergus County Golden Eagles softball. By the way, also, don't forget to go to Twitter or Facebook and vote. It is National Licorice Day today. What is your favorite? Is it red? Is it black? And I don't care about the other. Those are the only two that matter. The red ones. See, then you can break that down even more. Are you Twizzlers or Red Vines? That's where, you can subtweet that if you want, or Facebook it too. Pick your color, red or black, but then Red Vines or Twizzlers. Now we're talking. All right. We're going to talk rodeo when we come back. Jason Walker Show, presented by Capital Collision Center. And I'm telling you what, I've talked about Capital Collision Center since August. I had my truck there last January after I got in a wreck, but the service I got, the customer service, the relationships that were built based off of me getting T-boned are friendships now and partnerships that will never go away, which is great. Auto Concepts Performance of the Week is coming up, and you could give an Auto Concepts Performance of the Week to Capital Collision Center every week. I'm telling you, because of the work that they do. Just drive by their location on Euclid. See the cars out front, and then you get to see them wrecked, and then you get to see them put back together. It's awesome. Capital Collision Center. Montana state law says it is your vehicle. It is your choice where you have it repaired. Choose Capital Collision Center. Coming right back here. Jason Walker Show.
New vehicles keep coming, and Capital Collision Center keeps earning certifications to repair them. They're Helena's newest GM-certified facility. No matter the make or year, they repair your car to manufacturer's standards and requirements, maintaining its safety and value. Montana state law says it's your vehicle, and it's your choice where you have it repaired. Choose Capital Collision Center, certified in GM, Subaru, and Nissan, and Helena's only shop certified in Honda, Acura, and Ford. When you value safety, go to Capital Collision Center on Euclid.
Have you thought about buying a home and just don't know where to begin? Well, when it comes to one of the most important purchases one can make, we understand it can be frustrating and confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Let the Major Mortgage team help you with all your mortgage needs. Major Mortgage means major service, and we would love the opportunity to help you today. Give J.R. McFadden, NMLS number 1246357, a call today at 406-465-1918. Or you can visit him at 2001 11th Avenue, Building A, Suite 3 in Helena. Major Mortgage is a division of AMCAP Mortgage, NMLS number 129122, equal housing lender. Spring is fast approaching and summer is just around the corner, so now is the time to get those windows tinted at Auto Concepts as the sun starts to heat up. Tinting is the best way to keep the sun out of your little one's eyes driving down the road. Plus, it just looks cool. Auto Concepts is your exclusive 3M dealer for tinting, as well as the best clear bras in town. Auto Concepts clear bras will not fade or yellow over time. And don't forget about suspension lifts and power steps for your rig too. Visit AutoConceptsHelena.com or check them out on Facebook. Auto Concepts, the auto enhancement professionals.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $289. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Listen to The Jason Walker Show anytime and anywhere. Download The Jason Walker Show on iTunes, Google Play, or wherever you enjoy podcasts.
Jason Walker Show back inside the Major Mortgage Man Cave. And we are presented by Capital Collision Center. We're going to chat coming up our Auto Contest Performance of the Week nominees, and also going to chat with Jessica Morgan of Lewistown softball, Fergus Golden Eagles. Had a nice weekend, and she had a great weekend. No-hitter, perfect game, a couple of home runs. She's pretty good. So is her team. Probably had a great chance to win state a year ago had it not been for the vid of the Co. But anyway. Let's see here. So that's all coming up. Oh, Frontier Conference, NAI Volleyball Frontier Conference champ, University of Providence, and also Rocky Mountain College, the runners-up, will head to the Volleyball National Championships. Host teams in the first couple of rounds. Providence, 20-2, ranked 15th in the country, will host Olivet Nazarene out of Illinois on Saturday night. And ONU, in its 12th appearance in the championships, Providence, 3rd. Rocky, 17-4, will host Bushnell University out of Oregon on Saturday night. And so there you go. Let's see. Rocky ranked 20th, heading to the championships for the 7th time. Bushnell making its first ever trip to the NAI. And fans cannot go. You can stream them. Can we just be done with this? Can we just open up the stand? I mean, come on. Florida, Texas, they're open. Their cases have dropped. And they're getting to host stuff. Let's just, you get to watch stuff. Let's do this come on. Anyway, after the opening rounds, the winners go to Sioux City, Iowa. May 1st will be the championship match. 36 auto qualifiers, 12 at-large selections. Good luck to the Argos and the Battling Bears. Arunas Duda has done a nice job up in Great Falls. And Yang Yang picking up where Lori Kelly left off there with the Battling Bears. All right, it's National Licorice Day today, and so far, red 70 to 30% running away. I kind of figured that was going to be the case. But you can still vote at the Twitter or on the Facebook or email, whatever you want to do. All right. There was some great action in rodeos over the weekend. Oh, before we get to rodeo, Dawson Community College men. Here's an Auto Contest Performance of the Week nominee, and the women. But the men heading to the national tournament for the first time ever after defeating Indian Hills, Iowa, 68-67 in Glendive in the North Central District Championship. Now, remember, the Bucks made it last year and fell just a game shy of the of nationals, of the national tournament. So this year they get to go, and that'll be good. That's awesome. Very, very cool. Kennedy Brown led the way with 15, but Joe Peterson squad. And then the girls, women from Dawson doing well too. Is it Dawson or Miles City? I think one of the two. I can't remember. They're both good. That's all I know. Anyway, there you go. Let's see what else. Okay, so there was some great rodeo. Let's start with Florida, where, I mean, Parker Bredding. Good Lord, dude. I was texting with him today. He was out fishing and celebrating because he won his 4th Ram National Circuit Final title. I mean, he gets down, Parker Bredding gets down to Kissimmee and just decides to ride lights out. I mean, he was 28 now, but he's a great bull rider. He has been. Came back from injury a year and a half ago, big injury. But he's won 4 titles and is the first bull rider to win 4 titles at the National Circuit Finals. I mean, you talk about, there's been some great bull riders in the history of bull riding, right? But Parker Bredding getting it done 4 times. He was on the bull Cocktail Diarrhea in the sudden death finals, and with an 86.5 got the win. Cocktail Diarrhea. That is a heck of a name for a bull. That's a heck of a name. But congrats to Parker, who pocketed over 13 grand. He had 12 grand on the season, so this is going to move him up. He hadn't won. He said, I hadn't won a lot since Montana Circuit Finals. So he got the job done. Congrats to Parker. That's just awesome. He won it in 2013, 2015, 2018, and then 2021. So congrats to him. Also, Richmond champion of Texas, who now claims Stevensville as home. He got the win in bareback. And congrats to Richmond. And he was 8th in the world standings a year ago. He got aboard Risky Mistress, 87.5 point ride for the bareback title. Risky Mistress. He's 28 as well. And he pocketed over 15 grand for the weekend. Said he didn't know the horse, a whole lot, but gets the win on her. So there you go. Scott Gunther, who's from Alberta but rides in the Montana circuit, he's 29 and was the average champ in Kalispell in steer wrestling, is the Ram Circuit Finals champ. So congrats to Scott Gunther. Other winners down there in Florida, Andrew Ward and Buddy Hawkins, a second in team roping, Jake Finley in saddle bronc, Hunter Heron in tie down, and Shelly Morgan took to barrel racing. So of the 7 events, Montana Circuit won 3 of them. How about that? 12 circuits represented. Texas won the team title by less than $300. Montana placed 6th. So there you go. That's good stuff. That's great stuff. So congratulations to Parker, Richmond, and Scott Gunther. All right, so they had college rodeo in the snow and down in Bozeman in the snow and the cold because you couldn't be indoors. So results of the first MSU spring rodeo that wrapped up Friday night. Montana State men blew away Northwest. Team title on the guy side. The women won by 5 over Western on rodeo number 1. Jarrett Whitman of MSU MSU, he won the all-around. The top 5 all-around were all men. Well, duh, because it's the men's all-around, but they were all from Montana State. On the women's side, Emmy Ilgen and Taylor Moykins split it. Emmy Rose from Western, Taylor Moykins from Montana State. And then after that, it was all Bobcat women for the all-around. Saddle bronc, Tyler Turco of University of Montana. Bareback went to Brody Smith of Western. Bull riding, Keenan Kvami of MSU. Tie down, Dalen Danks of Miles Community College. Steer wrestling went to Michael Nanini of MSU. Top 3 all went to Bobcats. Team roping on the header side, Jake Faulkner, and team roping heeler side, Cody Faulkner. Yes, they're brothers. Let's see. Barrel racing, Taylor Moykins. Breakaway, J.C. Curran. And goat tying, Paige Rasmussen, who's got a really good chance of winning a national championship in that event. She's really, really good. Came in leading. All right, so that was spring rodeo number 1 down in Bozeman on Thursday and Friday. So then Saturday and Sunday was MSU spring rodeo number 2. And the Western men got past MSU, and then the women, Montana State women, all over Western on that one. Not even close. First rodeo was separated by 5 points. The second one, not so much. Men's all-around, Caleb Berquist of MSU. Women's all-around, Samantha Kearns of MSU. In fact, the top 6 all from MSU. Samantha Kern, Celie Salmon, Taylor Moykin, Shelby Rasmussen, Shay McDonald, and J.C. Curran. Saddle Bronc, Northwest's Cody Weeks. Bareback, Brody Smith of Western. Tie Down, Caleb Bergquist of MSU. Steer Wrestling, Bryce Harrison of Western. Team Roping, Caleb Bergquist of MSU and McLean Cathy of MSU teamed up. And then Barrel Racing, Taylor Moykins. MSU women go 1 through 8 in barrel racing on Saturday and Sunday. Wow. After 2 runs, they go back. Oh, man, top 8. That's impressive. Breakaway, Michaela Witter, former Capital girl, and Helena High School Rodeo Club, Helena High School's Rodeo Club, but she won the second MSU Spring Rodeo with a 5 and 9 in breakaway. And then goat tying, Shelby Rasmussen won it, 14-5. Lindsay Pulsifer of MSU was 14-7, split second and third with Paige Rasmussen, who was behind her sister by 200ths. So 14-5 won it, and a 14-7 goes second. And the Rasmussen girls going 1 and 3. Well, technically 1 and 2 and 3. That's good. That's good stuff. So if you look at the standings now, after spring rodeo number 1 and 2 done in the Big Sky region, you got the Montana State men sitting on top, Western men second, Northwest third. And then on the women, it's MSU, the 2,100-point lead almost over the Western women. Northern women in third. And then men's all-around, Cody Faulkner of MSU. Women's all-around, Samantha Kearns, MSU. So, good stuff. The spring rodeos continue for the Big Sky region. They will be at Miles City this weekend, Friday and Saturday, which will be a fun time. And then next weekend at Providence, and then at the University of Montana's spring rodeo to wrap up the spring portion of the season. CNFR will happen this year down in Casper, which is great, and it needs to happen. So there you go. Congratulations. And some great performances in there. Some nominations for your Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. Sun's starting to shine. Get your votes in. It is National Licorice Day. Which is better, red or black? And if you so choose, would you prefer Twizzlers or Red Vines? That's good stuff. You can vote on the Twitter or the Facebook, or you can email us. I did want to, so last Thursday we talked to Madison McDonald Thomas for the whole hour and didn't get to talk about this, but I'll bring it up now. As of last Thursday, the NCAA had not committed broadcasters with ESPN for the NCAA volleyball tournament for the first 2 rounds. Well, after taking some heat on social media, ESPN has now committed as the next day came out and said, yeah, we're going to get announcers to all 47 matches. And they still didn't. NCAA still screwed up, though. They didn't do the increase from 48 to 64 teams like they normally have 64. They kept it at 48, which is a travesty. But at least those 48 teams will have announcers at all 47 of their matches. So at least there's that. So there you go. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to hand out the Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. Get your nominations in, if you so choose. If not, no big deal. I've got great ones. I've given you a bunch already. And we'll continue. We're also going to talk with Jessica Morgan, standout senior slugger and pitcher for my Fergus Golden Eagles, and she'll join us next when we return here. This segment was brought to you by our friends at Ruckers Furniture. Make the quality choice for your home at Ruckers Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Ruckers Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Ruckers, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $299. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Ruckers Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Everyone knows about Dinner's Done Right and the convenience of the cook and carry cuisines. It's so easy to just stop by and you have something for dinner that night. But there's also one more thing you need to know about. Dinner's Done Right Grab and Go Salad Bar. Yes, I said salad bar. Always the freshest ingredients along with a daily soup and nacho bar too. So the next time you are in a rush or you just want to eat healthy, stop by Dinner's Done Right for the soup, salad, and nacho bar. For monthly menus and more info, it's dinnersdoneright.com. Have you thought about buying a home and just don't know where to begin? Well, when it comes to one of the most important purchases one can make, we understand it can be frustrating and confusing, but it doesn't have to be. Let the Major Mortgage team help you with all your mortgage needs. Major Mortgage means major service, and we would love the opportunity to help you today. Give J.R. McFadden, NMLS number 1246357, a call today at 406-465-1918, or you can visit him at 2001 11th Avenue, Building A, Suite 3 in Helena. Major Mortgage is a division of AMCAP Mortgage, NMLS number 129122, equal housing lender.
New vehicles keep coming, and Capital Collision Center keeps earning certifications to repair them. They're Helena's newest GM certified facility. No matter the make or year, they repair your car to manufacturer's standards and requirements, maintaining its safety and value. Montana state law says it's your vehicle and it's your choice where you have it repaired. Choose Capital Collision Center, certified in GM, Subaru, and Nissan, and Helena's only shop certified in Honda, Acura, and Ford. When you value safety, go to Capital Collision Center on Euclid.
This is the Jason Walker Show.
Hey, the Montana Football Hall of Fame banquet induction ceremony is coming up. June 26th in Billings. Get there now, get your tickets, and get to see and hang out, take pictures with Ken Amato, Steve Okaneski, Dan Carpenter, Shane Collins, Travis Lulay, Victor Linskog, Brent Musburger, Marty Morningweg, Bob Beers, all being inducted in the 2021 class. And great stuff. We'll be down there in Billings doing the show and getting some great... I think we're going to be doing some internet stuff, like some internet hosting. But it's going to be fun. So get your tickets at Universal Athletic stores across the state, also universalathletic.com. So that's coming up. Also coming up, your Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. Still getting some votes in for the red or black. And a friend of mine who I've known forever just put in black licorice. Okay, I want to know, Jerry, who eats black licorice? My personal favorite is red, obviously. But I just can't see how she's choosing the black licorice. Gross. Now, there was a story, Chuck, by the way, also says red, and red running away on the Twitter poll. But there's this, it's not even a story, it's truth. But Turk Wendell, who used to pitch for the New York Mets and the Cubs and some other teams, but he would always, instead of chewing tobacco, or, like Red Man or any of that stuff. So Turk would put black licorice in his cheeks, or in his cheek every time he would go out to pitch. Now, Turk was a weirdo anyway. So he'd go out and pitch, and then he'd go in and brush his teeth, and then go back out and pitch the next inning. So he brushed his teeth in between innings, but he always had black licorice in his mouth instead of chewing tobacco, which is, I guess, better, right? I mean, you're not going to get, I don't think you get cancer from licorice. But yeah, I think we're going to have Parker Bredding on tomorrow. That'll be cool. Just texting with him. That'll be a fun time. So let me write that down. But Google Turk Wendell. Or Wendell. It's Wendell. But pitchers are weird anyway. Speaking of pitchers, there's a good one over in Lewistown. My Fergus County Golden Eagles have a senior who's heading off to Kansas Community College for college for 2 years. But before that, she's trying to win a state championship. And over the weekend, helped her Fergus team with a couple of wins. Hardin and Cutbank ruled them in both. And she hit a couple of home runs, but also pitched a no-hitter Saturday. But on top of that, she pitched a perfect game on Friday. And joining us now from her coach's office, Coach Mike Mangold, here's Jessica Morgan on the Jason Walker Show. 3, 2, 1. All right. Well, I appreciate you joining us. I know you're probably getting ready for practice. Do you get a day off after practicing and doing what you accomplished over the weekend?
Yeah, well, we get Sunday off just because high schools can't go on Sunday, but that's about it.
So just one day because the high school says so. Mangold doesn't give you any time off, eh?
Oh, no, just practice all day long.
There you go. All right. You're a senior, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Take me through this weekend, Jessica. A perfect game on Friday. You go 4 for 4 at the plate, and then Saturday you go out and toss a no-hitter. So, I mean, it's a pretty good weekend for you.
Yeah, it was kind of a crazy weekend all in all. We were just pretty much going nonstop, and I know my team and I were super tired by the end, but I was super proud of how everything turned out. Pretty crazy to pitch a no-hitter. That doesn't happen very often, so that was pretty awesome.
Well, that was Saturday, but the perfect game on Friday. I mean, come on, you only threw like 59 pitches. You didn't get nobody reach base. What's more impressive for you?
I guess I did pitch pretty crazy. I know. It's super awesome. I mean, going into it, I knew that I had practiced as hard as I could and that my team was pretty ready for the game, but I didn't know that I was going to pitch 2 games with no hits pretty much in a row. Kind of crazy. I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's super impressive, and that's why you're on the show today. But, I mean, you guys have had a pretty good season to start, right?
Yeah, no kidding. Luckily, we got ready this season early, and we got to play a couple hard teams. Like we played AA Belgrade, and I think that really set my team up for this weekend well because we got to know kind of what we needed to work on, and obviously that worked out well for us. We had to practice all those things, and then we come into these games, and we're pulling out really big wins. So that's super awesome for my team. Well,
yeah, absolutely, and it helps when you get 10 runs on like Friday. We'll talk about Friday first against Hardin. So you get 10 runs. You can just go out and pitch, but of course you're helping. You're not only a great pitcher. Are you faster throwing the ball or running the ball, or running because you got 3 stolen bases too?
I guess it's pretty equal.
Okay, take me through Friday. Did you know you were throwing a perfect game?
I actually was just kind of not even thinking about it until we got into about the 3rd inning, and I was like, oh my goodness. And it just kind of hit me, and I was like, oh, I can't let this affect me, because before I've gotten to that inning, and I'm like, okay, I've thrown a perfect game now. Then I get into my head, and everything starts to build up, and then luckily this time I didn't let that happen to me. Didn't walk anybody, went super well, but yeah, no. I was trying to not let my head get the best of me.
Well, that's it's like in anything. Like golf, you're like, hey, that was a good drive, and then you duff your second shot into the water, and it's all over from there. And then Saturday, you go out and throw a no-hitter. When did you start thinking about that?
Oh, well, I honestly, Saturday, I didn't even realize I was pitching a no-hitter until probably about the end of the game. I went up and I was talking to our stats guy, and he was like, do you notice that you've been pitching a no-hitter this whole entire time? And I was like, no, honestly, I wasn't even thinking about it. It was just so cold. That's about all that was on my mind.
Your stats guy brought it up during the game? That's like a no-no, isn't it?
I know. I told him that, too. I said, oh, now you're going to get me all stressed out.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that your stats dude needs to run some laps, I think.
Oh, I know.
At least
he probably should.
At least you got it accomplished, though. During Friday and Saturday's games, Does the team talk to you? Does the team stay away from you in the dugout, or how does this work?
Oh no, we all talk and are cheering each other on the whole entire time. We really have a super good team bond, and so I don't isolate myself at all. I'm right in there with everybody else.
Okay. How many? Okay, so 2 no-hitters this weekend, perfect game included. How many is this in your career?
I don't even know. I think I was talking to my family, and I think I've probably thrown 3 perfect games in my life.
Nice.
I don't know how many no-hitters. Probably not that many. I'd say maybe 6, but I've been playing for a long time.
Maybe 6. Okay, that's impressive, Jessica. I mean, this is not, joining us from Lewistown, by the way, Fergus Golden Eagles senior, Jessica Morgan. Your school's had a little bit of success this winter, and this with Cooper winning, going with the 4-peat, and boys basketball doing pretty well, making it to the state tournament. So, are you feeding off that as a softball team? Are you guys feeding off the great energy that you have from the winter sports?
Oh, I hope so. I'm really excited for us. I'm really rooting for us to go to state this year.
Well, I
hope you really pull it out.
Yeah, no, I think it would be awesome if you guys got there. You get to play softball this year. How different is this year compared to last year?
I am so glad that we get to have a season this year. Last year was a real disappointment. I know my team had worked really hard, and we had got that week of practice in, and we were really excited to start our season. And then right when school got canceled and we heard that softball wasn't happening, I know that was just a huge disappointment to pretty much the whole town. So this year is really a blessing, and I'm so glad that the school and everybody was able to make it happen.
What did you do last year? I mean, what did you and your teammates do with no sport seasons?
Well, luckily, our softball coach scheduled us a few games. There weren't actually games, but there were little scrimmages against other teams. So we were able to still get a few practices in there. Obviously, not as much as we would have gotten, but we were really lucky to at least get a little bit of a season. So I did that, and then that was about pretty much all we got for that season.
So you're 5-2 this year, personally on the mound. But you have a really good team surrounding you, and it's not just the Jessica Morgan show.
Oh, no.
I mean, Miss Southard went 4 for 4. She had 3 steals as well and hit a home run. Drove in 6. Haley Welsh is good. Shelby, Madison, and I mean, you guys got a pretty good lineup here, and it helps offensively, obviously.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, we couldn't be run rolling these teams without our awesome lineup, and I'm really glad that we've been able to pull through, and we've been practicing super hard, and our bats are really showing up this year. Super exciting.
Jessica, did you talk to the team? Because on Saturday in the no-hitter, they had 3 errors. Otherwise, you would have had another perfect game.
Honestly, no. When I'm pitching, and if errors ever happen, all I ever do is try to be a leader out there. I'm cheering them on the whole time. And if they make a mistake, all you got to do is tell them to shake it off. I honestly, errors don't matter to me. I just want them to keep their head up, because that's how you're going to continue playing the game and continue your winning. Because if you go up to that girl after she's had an error and tell her, hey, you just messed up the sink, she's going to feel terrible.
Oh, my gosh, you're great. So then against Cumpbank, you hit 2 home runs. Madison goes with 2 home runs.
Yep.
What's more exciting, hitting a home run or tossing a no-hitter?
I guess it was kind of a both combined.
No. You got to pick one or the other here, Jessica. You can't have both.
I guess I'm going to go with the no-hitter on that one.
Okay.
Home runs can happen anytime.
All right. How good of a coach is Mike Mangold over there?
Oh, he's great. He's always trying to lift up our team spirits, and he really loves the game, and it really shows. I mean, some coaches are just there because they have to. Mike is here because he cares.
That's a really nice thing to say when he's sitting right there. You're going over to Kansas in the fall to play softball over at Barton Community College. What's the mascot at Barton?
They're the Cougars.
Okay, so you're going from a Golden Eagle to a Cougar.
Yep.
Why Barton?
Honestly, I get this question all the time, and so I met this coach probably when I was about 12 at a camp, and he texted me my junior year while I was doing a little bit of travel ball, and I was posting some of my stuff on a recruiting app, and he messaged me, and I remembered that I had talked to him, and then we started to get to chatting, and I knew that I have always dreamt of going to a college program, and he was really excited to get me to his college, and then hopefully, since JUCOs are only 2 years, then I'd go up to the next level too. So I'd be playing with him for 2 years, and then hopefully going and carrying on my my season at some other college too. Not sure where yet, but hope they're high.
There's a couple of really good softball programs here in the state. Carroll, MSUB, Montana.
Yeah. Choosing Kansas wasn't anything against Montana. I love Montana. I've lived here almost my whole life, and I thought all of the colleges here were great. I don't know. Life pulled me a different direction.
I like it, though. I like it, Jessica. That's great. And sometimes you just got to leave home to get out. Hey, I've got to ask you about the game against Laurel, because that's completely opposite of what happened over the weekend. You guys, you and your Laurel competitor over there, Ella Crookston, you guys gave up a lot of hits and a lot of runs, but was that a fun game too?
Oh, yeah. So Laurel was actually kind of a cool game for me. I have a ton of past softball friends on that team, and so being able to play Ella, she used to be one of my co-pitchers on one of my teams. So whenever I get to play them, it's super awesome. I think that we put up a great fight, although, obviously we lost that game, but I think that we actually did really well because Laurel's a super strong team this year, and being one of the first games back, I think we did actually pretty well, and I can't remember the score on that game. What was it?
8-6.
8-6, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty close.
You hit 2 home runs in that one too.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's just awesome, and you're awesome, and your team is awesome, and I hope to follow you guys the rest of the season all the way to a state championship. How's that?
Thank you.
Would that be like this is a dumb question, but is that the perfect way to end your high school career?
Oh, of course. That would be just awesome. Literally.
All right.
I would have no words.
What do you got coming up this week?
We are going to Glendive and Sydney over the weekend. We're going to do an overnight trip.
Nice little road trip to eastern Montana. Say goodbye to your mountains over there, because that's the last you'll see of the mountains for the weekend.
No kidding.
Hey, I love Lewistown. I can't wait to get back over there someday. But like I said, congratulations on the weekend. You are our Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. You don't get anything other than the cool name and to be on the show. So, hey, tell Coach thanks and congratulations, and keep working on a great season.
I will. Thank you, and thanks for having me.
That was Jessica Morgan. She's funny. She's gonna be successful in her life. But congratulations, and my Fergus Golden Eagles. We're counting on you to win the state in softball this year. See, and they can only be mine for this year because next year East Helena starts varsity, and they're like right down the road. So we'll see. Who sends me a helmet first? Fergus or East Helena? Who gets me a helmet first to hang up in the new Major Mortgage Man Cave here soon, in the remodeling? If you want my love, I need a helmet. Who's first? Good luck this year to Fergus, and good luck this weekend. It'll be fun over in eastern Montana. She's a sweetheart, and Coach Mangold is great. Had a great conversation with him on the Twitter and also on the phone. He's a good dude. Good dude. Scott Sparks over there is a good dude too. Got the boys to the Class A tournament, or state tournament. So, and who is it? What's his name? It's Justin Brown's son, Fisher Brown. Justin Brown, who used to be a Helena High star. His kid plays for Lewistown, and he's got great hair. He's a freshman and can shoot, and just missed a game winner to keep Fergus alive this year in the state tournament. But Fisher Brown, that's a name. Listen for Fisher Brown from Fergus over in the next 3 years in basketball. And great hair. Awesome hair. All right. People choosing red over black in licorice. It is National Licorice Day today, and that's what people are choosing. And by the way, if you missed it, our Auto Concepts Performance of the Week is Jessica Morgan from Fergus. A perfect game and a no-hitter. I mean, come on. Parker Bredding's awesome and got the 4th bull riding championship, but dude, a perfect game and a no-hitter in the same weekend? Yeah. Plus, Jessica's hitting like 615 on the year, 645, something like that. She's pretty good. The whole team's pretty good. 625, I'm sorry. 625 she's batting. All right, let's get to, let's see here. We did that. Oh, on this date, it is brought to you by Big Sky Print, where we print what you wear, including Jason Walker Show shirts. If you want one, we're going to give some more away this week. Tried giving one away last week, but nobody knew the answer. We had a lot of wrong guesses, but Gentry was the answer to the Major League poll last week, or not poll, trivia question. All right, today is April 12th. It is National Big Wind Day. And here's why it is National Big Wind Day. It is observed every year in the U.S. on this date, and it commemorates the recording of the highest natural wind gust measured on the Earth's surface at the time. On the afternoon of April 12, 1934, at Mount Washington Observatory, winds were recorded at 231 miles per hour. Mount Washington in northeast U.S. at 6,288 feet tall is the most prominent mountain east of the Mississippi. 231 mile per hour winds. Wendell Stevenson, Alexander McKenzie, and Salvador Paliuca, I like that name, Salvador Paliuca, reported the wind gusts in 1934. The record held for several decades, for 5, in fact, until 1984. So it is the second. It's the highest in the U.S., 231 miles per hour wind gust. It's the second highest overall, because in 1984, its record was broken. Because on the 50th anniversary, 1996. So 50th anniversary. So 60 years later, 62 years later, a typhoon struck an island off of Australia with 256 mile per hour winds. That is the new record. It is Colorado Day. It is Grilled Cheese Sandwich Day. I like that. Is that for dinner tonight, maybe? Throw a little ham in there? It is National Licorice Day, like we talked about. On this day in 1877, catcher's mask was used for the first time in a baseball game. 1938, Chicago Blackhawks beat the Toronto Maple Leafs for a 3-1 series win in the Stanley Cup final. Only team to win the Cup with a losing regular season record. 1940, the NFL cut the clipping penalty from 25 to 15 yards. 1941, Stanley Cup, Boston Bruins sweep Detroit Red Wings. 1953, 17th Masters, Ben Hogan finishes 14 under, which was a huge record at the time. 1954, the 18th Masters, Sam Snead wins his third and final in a playoff with Hogan. 1964, the 28th Masters, Arnold Palmer win by 6. First four-time winner, his 7th and final major. 1981, at the 45th Masters, Tom Watson gets his second green jacket, 5th major. 1992, Freddie Couples wins his only major at the 56th Masters. 1998, Mark O'Meara, 20-foot birdie putt on the last, wins the 62nd Masters. 2009, Angel Cabrera won his second major, the first Masters champ from Argentina and South America. Flash forward 12 years to yesterday, where Hideki Matsuyama finishes first and is the first Japanese player to win the Masters. 2015, Jordan Spieth goes wire to win the 79th Masters. It is David Letterman's birthday today. It is Brooklyn Decker's birthday today. Joe Louis died on this date in 1981. Another boxing legend, Sugar Ray Robinson, passed away on this date in 1989. Some other historical figures and aspects. In 1861, Fort Sumter in South Carolina attacked by the Confederacy, beginning the Civil War. 1945, FDR dies in office. Harry Truman takes over as the 33rd president. And then 10 years later, The polio vaccine tested by Jonas Salk announced to be safe and effective and was given full approval by the U.S. FDA. That was in 1955. FDR suffered from paralyzing polio. 1961, Yuri Gagarin becomes the first to orbit the Earth. 1992, Red Sox pitcher Matt Young gets a no-hitter against Cleveland, but loses the game 2-1. Hey, by the way, congratulations. Whoever the dude was, San Diego's first no-hitter in all of its history. I think that might be the last team left without a no-hitter. I think. No, because Colorado Mets finally got one in 2008 with Johan Santana. Let's see here. Happy birthday, Brooklyn Supreme. Sounds like a pizza, but it's not. Brooklyn Supreme was a horse. It was a Belgian stallion. 1928, it was born on this date. It was the heaviest known horse at 3,196.7 pounds. Almost 3,200-pound horse. Is that almost 2 tons? Yeah, 1.5 tons. That's a big horse. John Melcher passed away on this date 3 years ago at the age of 93. He was a Montana House of Representative member. So, on this day in history, brought to you by Big Sky Printwear. We print what you wear. Check them out, 1400 Euclid, on the corner of Henderson and Euclid in Helen. Over 35 years experience. T-shirts for the Jason Walker Show were done there. If you don't know what direct-to-garment is, stop in and let the girls show you because it is awesome. Big Sky Printwear, we print what you wear. It is now time for this.
We're almost at the end of the show. What did we learn? And what did he miss? Time for the walk-off.
All right, we got a big show coming up tomorrow. Had a nice one today. Jessica Morgan, congratulations. Fergus County Golden Eagle. A perfect game and a no-hitter over the weekend. A couple of home runs as well. A few stolen bases. But she's our auto contest performance of the week. Tomorrow, we'll talk to Joe Peterson from Dawson Community College. By the way, the Miles City Community College women also had the national tournament. But we'll talk to Joe Peterson from Dawson men tomorrow. I believe Parker Bredding will join us as well. We're not here Wednesday. We'll be back Thursday. But we are here tomorrow. And if you missed anything, go to JasonWalkerShow.com. As always, we hope you enjoyed it. Have a great week. And we'll see you back here tomorrow. Jason Walker Show, presented by Capital Collision Center.
The Jason Walker Show is produced by the Jason Walker Media Company. Any reuse, rebroadcast, or retransmission without the express written consent of the Jason Walker Show is strictly prohibited. Just listen, watch, and enjoy.